Okay, listen, pay attention. You see, most often than not, I don't make videos on topics like this because I believe that topics like this are little and small topics and they do not demand my attention. But you see, most often than not, it is little things that falls an empire. That is why the philosophers said, little things are little things, but when they are joined together, they become greater things. The African proverb said that it is the little shit that spoils the buttocks. So there is need for me to talk about this. Recently in Africa, in Nigeria, there is this girl whom a lot of people are taking her content to be a flash in the pan. But it takes you to have an inner mind to know that she is to be taken seriously, because she is coming with a content that is contradictory to what we are preaching in this continent of Africa. Listen, this girl is a threat to our culture. She is a menace. She is gradually but consistently being a cankerworm on the white linen fabrics of our dear society. She has taken to social media, giving attention to different podcasts, and she is telling our young girls that it is okay for you to open your leg for any man who give you 20 million naira. You think she's joking, but she's not. She is influencing the mind of our young girls in the society. Listen, she must be taken seriously and she must be shunned. You must teach your children not to pay attention to people like this. People like this are a threat to our social core values in this continent of Africa. Recently, 2 girls in Nigeria traveled from Port Harcourt to another city called Aba because they went to hook up with a man who has promised them millions of naira. Unfortunately, they never returned, and people are saying, why is this kind of a thing happening in Africa? Why is this kind of a thing happening in Nigeria? The reason is because people like this girl are being given attention. You see, our young girls have abandoned the native culture and they have adopted the nudity of foreign cultures. And our young men, they do no longer chase after their future. They chase after their future before consulting their nature. And that is why such things will continue to happen, because people like this are being given attention. You see, podcast in Africa, especially in that country, Nigeria, podcast has been abused to the latter. You know why? Because they want to show us that they are woke, but they are fast asleep. That is why an English philosopher, Alexandra Pope, said, a little modality is a dangerous thing. Drink it deep from the western spring or have no taste at all. Most of the people you see on your podcast are people who had a little taste of the western spring. They ran off thinking that they have had enough, and so they come and preach nonsense to you. Before you listen to anyone on social media, ask them 2 questions. Mention 5 names of a book and mention the name of the author. You'll find out that they have gathered no information at all. You don't listen to a man whose television screen is bigger than his bookshelf. You don't. Most of these people you call your celebrities, like this one, they are mediocrities. At most, they are self-celebrated celebrities. Control what you watch. Control what you watch. Listen, we are in an octophore generation. OCTO, THORPE. That is a generation that is being controlled by an hashtag, a Gen Z generation. Listen, we are in war, but this war is not the war of gun, grenade, arsenal, or armament. It is a war of information, and this girl is one of those who are against what we are preaching. So it is a war of information. When you see our information, close your ears, else you will get yourself infected with nonsense. And all of you who are giving her space and attention on your podcast, you are part of the problem. You all are the cankerworm that wants to eat into the white linen fabrics of our dear society, but you will not succeed. because people like us will not let that happen. Wisdom Africa. Wisdom is the principal thing. All right. Remember, you can always request for books from me. Okay? There is a book available on the bookshelf. It is titled Atomic Habit. Atomic Habit. This book will help you to think right. Read it and know it. Get it for your neighbor. Get it for your family. Get it for your people around you. It will influence your mind positively. Don't be listening to people like these who are speaking from their ugly experience. Listen to books that have been evaluated and trusted and tested so they can be trusted. That is what you should be doing. And I'm giving you these books for free. I'm giving you these books for free. Take these books. If I have money, I would have given you, but I don't have money now. But money will come later. So what I have now is what I will give you, which is book. Request for book. I will give you for free. Any book, I will search for it. I will buy it online. This book is given to you free of charge by I and my friend J Magnify Online Library. The essence of the library is to get young Africans to read. If you read, people like this will not deceive you. Read. If you're on TikTok, the link is in my bio for my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can be getting more content often. The WhatsApp contact, WhatsApp it and tell it you need a book. Don't call it. They will not answer. Okay? Send the message. The book will be given to you directly by myself. And if you are on Instagram, okay, get the contact from TikTok. All right? Read. Because reading is a mental calisthenics. A mind that does not read does not expand. Remember, if you are not informed, you will be deformed. Wisdom Africa is the principal thing. And even the Brocs bear me witness that the modern day tank crier spoke his mind in a time like this. Wisdom is the principal thing.